gang, I got some new insights today about desire and passion, doing what you love in order to get results. Now, the old school way of thinking about this for fitness, but also career and money and everything else, is follow your heart and you will get really good results at whatever you're doing. So your workouts, weight loss and stuff. So this is why we have red in the Red Delta Project, is color of drive and passion and so on. So follow your passion and you're going to get the improvement in the skills, which of course equals results. These days there's a number of books I'm reading that are kind of looking at this and saying, this doesn't happen in the real world. It sounds good on paper, but it falls flat in actual practical application. And what they're finding is, if you ask most people, do what you love, a lot of people will say, well, how do I know what that is? How do I find what I love to do, especially when it comes to exercise? I say, just do what you love. It's like, well, the whole reason I'm not exercising is because I don't like to exercise. I don't like fitness, so what do you recommend? Rather than thinking, if you do what you love, you're gonna get results, the idea is improve your skills in something, almost anything, which will cause you to love what you're doing. So if you don't like running, but you become better at running, you're going to learn to love it. If you don't like working with kettlebells, but you become very good at it and proficient, then you'll naturally have an affinity for it. What does this mean? Well, first of all, if you're brand new to something, or just fitness in general, you may have to go through a period where you just gotta suck it up and put in the time and practice to gain some skills. If you're starting off on something and you're like, I really don't like this very much, it's just, I don't think it's quite me or anything, just stay on it. You just gotta stick with it to become somewhat proficient. Now, I'm not saying you need to be the best in the world at whatever you're trying to do in order to grow to love it. Myself personally, when it came to mountain biking, right, I had a series of times when I was like, I really don't think I'm into mountain biking anymore. Like, it's not really any fun for me. Well, the problem was I was relying on just working hard at it. Just go, work up a sweat, get out of breath, okay, fine. But when I started to focus on, I want to ride better and do it better, I started to love it a lot more. And this is why we need to be practicing a skillful type of exercise rather than just show up and put in some effort and expect some results, because that stuff never relies on driving like desire and passion. It's like at the gym, there are these guys I see all the time, they've got these t-shirts that say things like handstand junkie, and this is my handstand shirt, and it's like printed upside down. People are like, that's awesome, I love handstands, it's all I want to do, kind of thing. Why? Because it's a skillful exercise. No one has t-shirts saying, I'm a weight machine junkie, because it's a low skill activity. People just get on it and they're like, all right, it's making me work hard. All right, got that one done, next, you know, and it's like they're just going through the motions. Yeah, it's work, it's effort, and it's not saying it's not gonna work at all, but when you improve your skills and you make that the basis of what you're trying to do and you're trying to actually do something better, your desire to do it and the love of doing it grows exponentially. And of course, with that, you're going to get more results. So it's like a cycle here. But you got to get the cycle kicked on somehow. Don't expect to have a lot of desire for something that's brand new and you have no proficiency at it. Now, the last lesson is you don't need to make huge progress for this to happen. Back years ago, I was part of a Biggest Loser challenge at this gym that was sponsoring something. And there were people there where they'd weigh in and they would, like, literally tears are streaming down their faces. They're so happy they lost 3 pounds. Now, these people, they're still overweight. They're still out of shape by most definitions, but they're so incredibly happy because they're progressing and they're better than when they were before. So the good news is, to find that love, you don't need to become the world's best. You don't need to become a lot better. You just need to be 1% better today than you were yesterday, and you'll grow an affinity for things, and the cycle keeps going. All right, let me know if you have thoughts down below. Don't forget, share and subscribe if you found this helpful. Till then, be fit, live free.